Kelly Ripa has long been a familiar, comforting presence in American households. For decades, viewers have welcomed her into their living rooms every morning, sharing laughter, conversations, and moments of honesty that feel deeply personal. Known for her warmth, humor, and authenticity, Kelly has built a rare bond with her audience, one based not just on entertainment, but on trust. Recently, however, fans noticed a quieter, more emotional side of Kelly Ripa. It wasn't a dramatic announcement or a shocking headline. Instead, it was a subtle, heartfelt moment, the kind that often carries more weight than loud declarations. This honest update, shared calmly and thoughtfully, touched hearts across the country and reminded viewers that even the strongest public figures face difficult days. Those who regularly watch Kelly know her usual energy well. She's quick with a smile, lighthearted humor, and a sense of ease that makes mornings feel brighter. That's why this moment stood out so clearly. There was no exaggeration, no attempt to create drama. Her voice carried a seriousness that felt genuine. Her words were measured, careful, and deeply sincere. It was the kind of tone that makes people stop what they're doing and truly listen. Fans could sense that this wasn't about headlines or attention. It was simply Kelly being honest, sharing a moment of reflection during a challenging time. Public figures often face a difficult decision when life becomes emotionally heavy: stay silent or speak openly. Kelly Ripa chose honesty, but in a way that respected both her privacy and her audience. She didn't overshare, she didn't dramatize. Instead, she acknowledged that life brings moments that test even the most positive spirits. Her update wasn't filled with details, but it didn't need to be. The emotion behind her words spoke volumes. That balance between openness and restraint is something Kelly has always handled with care. And once again, viewers recognized that sincerity immediately. What made this update so moving wasn't just what Kelly said, but how relatable it felt. Everyone, at some point, experiences days when strength feels heavy and smiles take effort. Seeing someone as accomplished and admired as Kelly Ripa acknowledge that reality made many fans feel seen. This wasn't about celebrity struggles feeling larger than life. It was about shared human experience, the quiet understanding that difficult moments don't discriminate, no matter how successful or admired someone may be. That's why social media quickly filled with messages of support, kindness, and understanding. Fans weren't reacting out of shock, they were responding with empathy. Kelly Ripa's career didn't last decades by accident. From her early days in television to becoming one of the most recognizable faces in daytime TV, she has always valued connection over performance. Viewers trust her because she doesn't pretend to be perfect. She laughs at herself. She admits when things are hard, and she allows room for vulnerability without turning it into spectacle. This recent moment fit perfectly into that legacy. It reminded audiences why they've stayed loyal to her for so long, because she feels real. Almost immediately, fans began sharing messages of encouragement. Many expressed gratitude for Kelly's honesty. Others shared how her words resonated with their own lives. What stood out most was the tone of these reactions. There was no gossip, no negativity, just genuine care. People thanked her for reminding them that it's okay to have hard days, that it's okay to pause, reflect, and move forward slowly. In a media landscape often filled with noise, this kind of response felt refreshing. One of the most meaningful takeaways from this moment is how it redefined strength. Kelly Ripa didn't present herself as unbreakable. She didn't mask emotion behind forced positivity. Instead, she showed that strength can be quiet. It can exist in honesty, in calm reflection, and in the courage to acknowledge life's challenges without fear. That message resonated deeply, especially with viewers who may have been facing their own difficult moments. In today's digital world, emotional moments are often exaggerated for clicks and attention. Kelly's approach stood in clear contrast to that trend. She didn't turn sadness into a headline. She didn't allow speculation to take control of the narrative. By addressing the moment with care, she set a powerful example of responsible storytelling, something audiences increasingly appreciate. It reminded viewers that not every emotional update needs to be dramatic to be meaningful. This wasn't just a sad moment. It was a reminder of why Kelly Ripa continues to matter in American culture. She represents consistency in a fast-changing world. She represents honesty in an industry often driven by appearances. And she represents empathy at a time when many people crave understanding more than entertainment. Her update wasn't about seeking sympathy. It was about sharing truth, and that truth connected deeply. While the moment was undeniably emotional, it didn't feel hopeless. There was a sense of resilience beneath the reflection, a quiet confidence that, like all difficult chapters, this one too will pass. Kelly's words suggested growth, patience, and the importance of allowing oneself grace during challenging times. That subtle optimism gave viewers comfort without forcing positivity. Years from now, fans may not remember every joke or segment, but they will remember moments like this, moments of honesty that made them feel less alone. In a career filled with highlights, awards, and milestones, it's often the quiet, sincere updates that leave the deepest impression. This sad moment didn't define Kelly Ripa. Instead, it revealed her humanity, and that's exactly why it touched so many hearts. Kelly Ripa's honest update wasn't about sadness alone. It was about connection, empathy, and the courage to be real in front of millions. In sharing a moment of vulnerability with grace and responsibility, she reminded audiences that it's okay to slow down, reflect, and acknowledge life's emotional weight. And in doing so, she once again proved why she remains one of America's most trusted and beloved television personalities. As this moment comes to a close, what truly stays with us isn't sadness alone, it's understanding. Kelly Ripa's honest update didn't ask for sympathy, it offered something far more meaningful: connection. In a world that often expects constant smiles and perfect energy, seeing someone pause and speak from the heart can feel unexpectedly powerful. Kelly reminded us that even those who bring joy to millions are human too. They have quiet days, reflective moments, times when emotions don't need to be explained to be understood. That's why so many people felt this update so deeply, not because it was dramatic, but because it was real. It reflected moments we all experience, the kind we rarely talk about, yet instantly recognize when we see them in someone else. What makes Kelly Ripa special isn't just her career or her success, it's her willingness to be genuine, even when it's easier to stay silent. That honesty builds trust, and trust is why audiences continue to stand by her year after year. If this moment resonated with you, you're not alone. Many viewers felt the same quiet emotion, a reminder that strength doesn't always need to be loud, and vulnerability can exist without explanation. We'd love to hear from you. Did Kelly's words make you pause for a moment today? Have you ever had a day where staying strong meant simply being honest with yourself? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your words might help someone else feel understood, just as Kelly's did. And if you appreciate thoughtful, respectful updates like this, stories that focus on empathy rather than exaggeration, don't forget to like this video and stay connected with our channel. Because sometimes the most meaningful moments aren't the ones that shock us, they're the ones that quietly remind us we're not alone.